Bitcoin isn't just about money. It's about freedom, innovation, and opportunity. So, Bitcoin mining acts like a flexible energy buyer. It can turn excess or wasted electricity into revenue, which can help fund and accelerate renewable energy projects. But because Bitcoin miners can switch on and off almost instantly, they balance the grid during peaks and troughs. So, in simple terms, Bitcoin can help make renewables more reliable and profitable. But the challenge with renewable energy is it's intermittent, and the sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow. And at the same time, with our energy grids are built to handle the peak demand. So there are times when there's just too much power and nowhere for it to go. So what happens then is the energy companies are often paid to switch off. This is a process called curtailment. And in the UK alone, the curtailment costs are running at over £1 billion a year. And that number is only going to go up as they add more renewables onto the grid. And that cost just doesn't disappear, it gets added straight onto our energy bills. So Bitcoin mining offers a solution. And around the world, in Texas and Kenya and Iceland, for example, miners are acting as a buyer of last resort. They take their excess energy, they mine Bitcoin with it, and in doing so, stabilize the grid. So when the grid gets the power that they need, then the miners can switch off. And then there's a surplus, and miners can switch on to soak it up. So if we adopt this approach in the UK, we could reduce our curtailment costs, we could lower our energy bills, and we could provide energy companies with a new revenue stream, all while supporting the build out of cleaner, more reliable renewable infrastructure. It's really clever. So, stranded energy is the power that is generated and has no buyer for it. So, remote hydro, flared gas, Bitcoin miners can move to these sites and use the energy to create economic value. That's why Bitcoin mining frequently drives innovation in areas where there's untapped energy potential and they turn waste into opportunity. So businesses really need to look past the headlines. Bitcoin mining today is one of the greenest industries in tech, with growing shared power by renewable and wasted energy. And one example is waste heat from mining. When mining Bitcoin, it generates a lot of heat, and instead of letting it go to waste, it can be repurposed. In Iceland, they have an abundance of geothermal energy and a cooler climate. So at the same time, they're importing millions of pounds worth of exotic fruits and vegetables, but they're creating a big carbon footprint. So by using the heat from Bitcoin mining to power greenhouses, Iceland could grow more food locally, reduce their air miles, and make it a better use of their renewable resources. So another example is in Northern Europe and Canada, where miners are already capturing waste heat to warm homes. In fact, in Finland, there is a project that mines off hydro heats 13,000 homes via district heating. So the heat is coming from a renewable source, and it's actually heating thousands and thousands of homes completely off green energy. And it creates these circular systems where the same energy is used twice, once to secure the Bitcoin network and another for the production needs. So Bitcoin isn't just about mining coins, it's about smarter, more efficient energy use. Bitcoin mining will be essential energy infrastructure where businesses can integrate Bitcoin into their operations to drive down cost, increase efficiency, and meet their sustainability goals. Okay, that Bitcoin isn't just about money, it's about freedom, innovation, and opportunity. I want people to walk away with a sense of curiosity and empowerment, realizing that Bitcoin is far more than just an investment. It's a technological breakthrough that spans everything from renewables, energy, economic systems, human rights, global security, advanced software, hardware, complex game theory, geopolitics, and the most important, in my opinion, is financial inclusion. Bitcoin is about education. There are so many misconceptions, much of it driven by headlines or commentators who haven't spent the time to truly understand it. So, my goal would be to help people cut through the noise and see Bitcoin and how it can be integrated into their businesses and how it can improve their daily lives. Because when you take the time to learn, to really dig into what Bitcoin is and how it works, you start to see the potential to drive the positive change, whether it's making renewable energy more reliable or providing a safe way in high inflation countries or creating new opportunities for global trade. Bitcoin is a tool for empowerment. And if my talk leaves audience is wanting to learn more and take the next step, then I think I've done my job.